Do you know the best way to achieve something big?
We're going to talk about that on this episode of 5 Minutes with Dad.
Welcome to 5 Minutes with Dad, starring Pavlos and Angela Pavlidis, where you get to spend a few minutes with the smartest and coolest kids in the whole world and their dad, too. And now, here are your hosts, Pavlos, Angela, and Nick Pavlidis.
Hey!
For announcement episode 5 Minutes with Dad!
What am I, a stale cookie?
Hold on.
Hold on. Who's ready for an episode of...
All right, let's start the show.
Hey! What am I, a stale cookie?
Sure.
A stale cookie. Well, we have a very important show today as a follow-up to last week's show about setting goals. And if you didn't listen to that, make sure you check that one out. Because that is episode number 195, How to Set Goals.
Episode 197, How to Set Goals.
195.
Oh.
But do you know...
Wait, that's 197, right?
No, 195. This will be 196. But
Wait,
we
why
did
does
record...
it say 197 episode?
Where does it say that? Oh, 197 episodes. Because I was just about to say that. That's kind of funny. We recorded 2 bonus episodes at some point. So we have 197 episodes, but only 195 of them have numbers on them. And so this will be episode number 196, but the 198th episode, we are just 2 episodes away from having recorded 200 podcast episodes together. And you know what's crazy about it? Back in the day,
Thank you for listening.
that's what you sounded like. It was little baby Ange
And also,
and
Pavlos.
Pavlos.
Back in the day, we stopped for like a month or so.
Yep.
Eat every snack.
That's why we don't have...
Yeah, you were eating every snack.
We would have had
chips.
about maybe 300-ish episodes, but we stopped for 2 months or 3 months.
Yeah, we stopped a little bit because it was hard when you guys were younger and in school. I didn't want to put a lot of pressure on you guys to record. I wanted to keep it fun. Have I kept it fun?
Duh.
Duh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
Right, Pavlos?
Yes, and Pavlos will join us for some episodes, but Angela, I think, just took over. She just likes doing it, and she's like, you know what? Let's record some shows. Well, today, as a follow-up to episode...
one more thing before we do that.
Okay, go ahead.
We were playing 20 questions
Yeah.
at the beginning, so the turns were me, my dad, then my mom.
Yep.
So for my first one, if you can guess what it is,
Let us know.
yeah.
She said it's a thing, and it has a logo that's red and white.
And you're listening to it right now.
Uh-oh. Well, you just gave it away. It's this podcast. Yes. All right. Hey-o. All right. So, Ange.
But they might not know the name.
That's right. Maybe they just know it's that podcast, right? So we have an important show today because last week we talked about setting goals. And remember, goals are just something you want to do. As simple as that. It's something you want to do. So how do you set a goal? You set something that you know you can control. Something that you can do. Like you can't control whether it rains, but you can control whether you do your homework right when you get home from school, right? So you set a goal, something you want to do, and something that you have control over. So today, what if that goal is big? What if you have a goal to ride your bike 100 miles over the winter months? That sounds like a pretty big goal.
Maybe over the lake. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
If you want to ride your bike 100 miles over the next 3 months, that sounds like
Maybe
a
you can get a
lot.
water bike and ride it on the lake.
It may be. So,
Actually, do they sell those thingies?
I don't know. I mean, they got paddle boats. Those are kind of like bikes.
Wait, I think I know what a bike. Like, switch out the wheels.
Yeah.
Or those paddle thingies.
Yeah. For those paddle thingies.
What are they called?
They are called paddle thingies. I don't know.
Wait, no, for those paddles that you use for a canoe boat, switch them out for that.
Oars.
oars.
Yeah.
And then you can.
All right. Before we get into how to achieve something big, we need to make some time. What time is it, Ange?
Ready for the resource of the week sandwich.
We're ready for the resource of the week sandwich. And
Wait, hold on.
Go ahead, Ange. The resource. Pavlos is ready. Ange and I are ready. I hope you're ready.
5 minutes with Dad. 5 minutes with Dad. I love it.
Yes.
Can I press this?
Go ahead. You press boom. Mind blown.
That's coming up.
All right. So
Okay.
the resource of the week sandwich has 2 slices of bread and 1
Slice
stuffing.
of the joke.
1 slice of the
no,
resource.
hold on.
So the
No.
breads are
So
what?
we have 2 jokes. 1 number, 1 note,
And-
1 number 2, and they're supposed to be jokes of the week.
That's right.
But
So who
they're
wants
like
to do the
2
first
jokes
joke of the week?
I'll do it.
Okay, so I'm going to do the knock knock joke. No, I'll do
Wait,
the.
no,
reg-
I
you're
wanna
going to
do
do the
the
knock knock.
knock-knock
Okay, so why did the cookies go to the doctor?
I don't know. Why did the cookies go to the doctor?
Because they felt crummy. Hey yo!
Hey yo!
Oh, what, Ange? Mind blown. All right, so now it's time for the resource of the week. This week's resource is on its way to our house, but we have a different version of it that we love. And it's an old classic that's
I'm
been
gonna say
dressed up
one
in new
little
clothes.
thing.
Go ahead, Ange.
It has emojis.
Yes. So it's an old classic in
Can
new
you think of it?
clothes. It is
Before
a
we tell
card
you it?
game that
It's a card game and it has emoji.
yes.
Can you think of it before we tell you it?
We'll give you a hint.
Yeah.
It is a game where there are wild cards. There are wild cards that make you draw 4 cards. There are cards that have you reverse directions. There are cards that have you skip a
I like the
turn.
wild card now.
Yes. And there
Wild
are
card's
4
funny.
different colors that you have. So, can anyone guess what it is? Put it on pause if you want to guess, because we're about to reveal it. Go ahead,
I
Ange.
want to say one hint.
Go
Uno,
ahead.
dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis. It's one of those.
It's one of those. It's Uno, the card game. Uno emoji.
Emoji.
Yes. So,
If you haven't played it, you should try it. It's really fun.
yes. So
Really cool.
head on over to 5minuteswithdad.com
fun.
/Uno emoji. And
Uno emoji.
5
Uno
minutes with
emoji.
dad /
Yeah.
Uno emoji.
Can't wait to try this game out.
That's our affiliate link to send you over to Amazon to get it. It's only $5.97
2
currently
and older.
for 2 and
Hold on, Dad. Can
older.
you zoom up on that little red thing?
Zoom
Wait,
up
black thing?
on this one.
No, the one up there. Actually, yeah, you can.
It's the same thing. It says age 2 to 10 or age 7 to plus. I don't know. I guess 7. I don't know. That's weird. But anyhow, it's the
7
card game
plus
Uno.
2.
And
Wait, no,
it has
I think I did it.
emojis instead of numbers. Well, it's got
Dad,
numbers.
I think
but-
it has 2 to 10 players.
Yes. Ages 7 and up and 2 to 10 players. Good call, Ange. So, yeah, for 2 to 10 players, ages 7 and older.
Maybe 2 to 10 players.
Yeah. All right. So head on over to 5minuteswithdad.com /Uno
Send them
emoji.
over
Check
to
that
our
out.
affiliate link. I think that's what that
Yep,
calls
that's
it.
our affiliate link to send you over to Amazon. And that means that
Minutes
it doesn't
with
cost you any more to buy it. But if you do buy it using that link, then Angela gets about 45 cents to go into her college fund.
How?
Because that's an affiliate link. When we recommend a product, if someone buys it through that link, then the person who recommends it, Amazon sends like 5% or 4%.
45 cents.
Yeah, it doesn't add up.
It-
But we
It's
send
not
people-
that much because right now it's $5.97
yes.
and it's not $597. It's
$5.97
Yeah.
for hours of fun for your family. All right, Ange, you ready for the joke of the week? And Ange modified the joke of the week to fit the platform. So,
it was
Ange,
supposed to be. I'll tell you it before, but then guess what it is after.
All
and
right.
Then we'll say it. Okay.
all right, ready?
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Yeah.
Yahoo!
I'm excited to see you too.
Hey-o!
That's the normal version. Time for
Yeah.
the switch up.
Okay,
Knock knock.
who's there?
Yeah.
Yahoo!
I'm excited to get this podcasting going too.
Hey-o! Round of applause for Ange and the resource of the week
You got it, Zach.
sandwich.
Yes.
That's right. All right. So we're going to talk just for a few minutes. This is the 5 minutes with Dad portion, right?
Yeah.
About how do you achieve something big? Because sometimes, Ange, do you have something big that you want to achieve someday, you think? We haven't really talked about this. Something that
Yeah,
you'd love to
I
do?
do.
What's that?
500 podcast episodes.
Yes, I love
Or more than 100 million views.
500 podcast episodes. Actually, you bring up two good things. So 500 podcast episodes, is that something we can control?
Yeah.
1 million views, is that something we can control?
No.
Right. So which one do you think's the best one for us to aim at?
500,000 podcast episodes.
500,000 podcast episodes. I'm going to be real old. It's going to be 5 minutes with Gramps by the time we get there. What do you think?
5 minutes with a girl.
Yes. All
And
right.
I'll be ready for
Yeah.
the next episode of 5 minutes with Dad. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Ange, maybe someday you can take over and we'll
Maybe someday Oreo can.
That's right. Oreo the hamster.
If you haven't heard that episode, you should check it out after this.
That's right. We
Or
did that.
if
How
you
to
haven't-
choose a family pet. That was episode 194.
If you haven't heard, if this is your first ever one, you should check out all the other ones because they're awesome.
That's right.
My
Make sure you hit
favorite is
subscribe. Go ahead, Ange.
Wait, what is it
Should
called?
we lock the snack closet? That's the
Yeah.
one you like, right?
Yeah. So these ones, when we're get older, are more like longer, and probably not just talking like other stuff.
Yeah. We really hit our stride, so to speak, where we got the jokes of the week. We got a whole bunch of stuff that's new, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So Ange, the best way to achieve something
Good at
big is
or
to
big.
start by achieving something small
And
that's
keep that going.
and keep going. But here's the important
we're
part.
doing on the podcast.
Exactly. Here's the important part.
Actually, I kind of want to get a little bit more than 500.
Yes, and we
How
will.
about 100 million quadrillion?
Maybe we just got, but the best way. So
You have to do every day.
So
okay.
yeah, so the best way to achieve something big is to start by achieving something small and then keep going. But here's the important part. The small thing that you achieve needs to be on the way to the big thing. For example, if you want to ride your bike 100 miles,
100 miles
is it on the way to swim?
to swim.
If you swim, is that on the way to riding your bike 100 miles?
Is that on the way to riding your bike 100 miles?
No, swimming is not right. So you're not going to get closer to your goal by swimming. Maybe you'll get in better shape so you'll be able to ride your bike
I
more.
love swimming. Can we get a pool in the backyard, like a built-in pool? Please, like a 500 feet one.
And so
Like 500 feet for the width, and then for the other thing, whatever it's called, can we get like a 10 deep? Because I can dive 9 deep.
you can dive 9 feet deep. Yes. All right, Ange, let's focus. Let's focus on this topic at hand. There's your answer. So we have that was a great use of the button, Ange. I love it. So it's important that you achieve something on the way. So like Ange's goal, big goal of 500 podcast episodes, the best way to do it is start by recording one at a time and then keep going. We are closer to our goal right now than we were before we started the episode. And next week, we'll be even closer and closer and closer. But if we did not, right, Pavlos?
Yeah.
But if we did not record a podcast episode, if instead...
We wouldn't have.
Eat chips. Eat every snack.
Yeah, if instead Anne just went downstairs to...
Eat chips. Eat every snack.
then we would not. That's a small goal, but it's not along the way to achieving the big goal.
I'm excited to.
Eat every snack. Eat chips.
So if we were, Ange, so record 500 podcast episodes. The best way, watch out for the tapping though, because people can hear that.
Wait.
The best
is
way to
that
do it is to
something we
start by
can
recording
control?
one at a time.
Yeah.
Yes.
is, can we not control getting 1 million views? I mean, we can't control getting 100 views, right?
Yeah.
Right. So it's important. So remember, last week's episode and this week's episode, you can listen to them back to back, and maybe you can listen to them again, both of them back to back, and you can just
every day.
and you can think you set a goal.
Every time you can, try
That's
it.
right. You set a goal that you can control. That's something you want to achieve, and if that's a big goal, you ask yourself, what's one thing, one little step I can take today to get me closer to that goal? And then once you're done with that step, you ask yourself the same question. What's one more step I can take to get me closer to that goal? And soon enough, you will be on your way to achieving something really, really big. Right, Ange? Yeah. All right, Ange. So that's all we wanted to talk about today is taking those little steps towards something big, having some fun, setting some goals. Check out last week's episode again.
Check out all the episodes, actually.
Check out all episodes.
Check out
Episode
all the
195.
98 episodes.
That's right.
When this gets posted.
That's right. And
2 bonus episodes. No, check out 196 episodes plus the 2 bonus episodes. So 198. And
yeah.
Never mind. And make sure you listen to them all and maybe tell more people so they can listen to them too, because they're awesome, right, Dad?
Yes.
Right, Pavlos?
Yeah.
All right. So don't forget, check out the resource of the week, Uno emojis at 5minuteswithdad.com/Uno emoji. And what else, Ange? Make sure you set some goals, have some fun. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to 5 Minutes with Dad. To connect with Pavlos, Angela, and Nick, subscribe to the 5 Minutes with Dad newsletter at 5minuteswithdad.com.
Thank you for listening.